In the year 2400, Earth was just a whisper in the cosmic wind, a forgotten speck on the galaxy's star charts. The great empires had risen and fallen, and humanity, once a fleeting curiosity, had faded into myth for most. But some memories are hard to erase. The Threxians, a ruthless empire of conquerors, remembered. They had swept across the galaxy, their fleets like a scythe, cutting down any civilization that dared to stand in their way. Yet one world remained defiant: Earth, a stubborn little planet on the very fringe of their dominion. One day, the Threxian High Command decided it was time to close this chapter. They assembled a fleet so vast it blotted out the stars. A metal swarm set to extinguish the last spark of human resistance. They journeyed to the Sol system, expecting to find a primitive world cowering in terror, ready to be crushed under their iron heel. What they found, however, was something entirely different. They found humanity. Not broken, not pleading, but standing tall, their faces etched with defiance, ready for the fight of their lives. This wasn't a battle of equals. The Threxians had planet killers and energy shields. Earth had us. An unlikely alliance of soldiers with outdated rifles, brilliant engineers armed with little more than scrap metal and ingenuity, and ordinary civilians who refused to let their home die. Against the backdrop of alien superweapons, this was Earth's last stand. They didn't have the technology, but they had something the Threxians couldn't comprehend: raw, unyielding determination. They used their greatest weapon, their home. They lured Threxian walkers into treacherous mountain canyons, turning rock slides into avalanches of justice. They turned dense urban jungles into deadly labyrinths, where every corner held an ambush and every shadow was an enemy. Human pilots, in ships that were practically museum pieces, flew with a reckless courage that baffled the Threxians' calculated combat doctrines. They weren't just fighting for survival. They were fighting with the collective spirit of every human who had ever lived, a spirit that refused to be extinguished. The climax came in a storm of fire and light. As the Threxian flagship descended through the clouds, a monument to their supposed invincibility, a final, desperate plan was put into action. It was a crazy one-in-a-million shot, a testament to human creativity under pressure. And as the colossal alien vessel fractured, groaned, and began its fiery plunge from the sky, a cheer erupted across the planet that echoed through the channels of a stunned galaxy. On that day, the people of Earth proved what the universe thought impossible. They showed that strength isn't just measured in firepower or territorial control. It's measured in spirit, in unity, and in the will to never, ever give up. Earth was no longer just a forgotten planet. It became a symbol, a beacon of resistance, a testament to the unbreakable spirit of humankind. The galaxy would never again forget the last stand of Earth, the day a small, stubborn species looked a godlike empire in the eye and simply said, no. Thanks for watching. If you love stories about the power of the human spirit, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more. We'll see you in the next one.